every time I walk up to a board, I'm going to get your best game. I'm going to get whoever is up to the board, and they know who, if it's Jeremiah Hector, if it's Byron Sisson, if it's me, if it's Frady, if it's whoever walks up to the board, and I'm talking about obviously our local players. But anytime you walk up to the board, they are coming for you. You are going to get everybody's best game.
My name is Adriel Loshak, and the goal of this channel is to help players achieve whatever level of cornhole they choose, whether that's to win more local blinds or to become an ACL pro. I would like to thank Katie Matthews for agreeing to be interviewed, and I would also like to thank our sponsors. If you would like to support the channel even more than watching the videos, please subscribe. It helps me a ton and allows me to upload videos just about every day. And here's Katie's interview.
So I'm Katie Matthews, first year PDC. Hopefully we'll make pro this season. I was sitting top 10. I may be number 12 right now.
What do you love about this sport?
I guess the competition and the friends, the camaraderie we've made. I mean, this is like Cornhole family. Like we started playing in 17. I say we, me and my husband. And that's family. Like it is, we've known each other, been around each other a long time. We've really developed some great friendships. So I would say the camaraderie.
What was your journey to become a pro?
So when I started in 17, I was actually coaching my daughter's travel ball team. So I wasn't traveling as much with cornhole. I kind of got that little taste though. I was playing the other league, and I did well. And then when I came back, my old women's doubles partner, Brandy Childers, she asked me to meet her at a major in Knoxville. And that was when I got the itch to come back. That was in February of 2021.
Okay.
So came back and won state ACL women's that year. That was in 2021. And then made the jump. Won a major. Then I went to Worlds, finished 4th in my Q, whatever it was, finished top 10 overall. And that was it. So got pulled into PDC.
How often do you practice?
Every day.
Every day. And take me through a practice session.
So I'll start with, I used to only throw 4 bags on each side. I've gotten to where I'll do now, I'm going to 12. So I will start with 12 bags right off the rib. And I'm starting just on this side, and I throw 12, and hopefully I get 12 out of 12 or 10 out of 12, whatever I'm trying to do. Whether I'll try and throw a block, then do a push, shoot air mails. I'm doing all different kinds of shots. Then go back down, obviously, and come right back. But I'll practice for an hour to 2 hours every day. Okay.
Why did you choose 3 sets?
I guess just because it's 12, and in my head it's 12 bags, and you're always trying to get the 12 points, and in my head I'm going 12. I'm just doing numbers. So for me it's just numbers.
I like that.
So mine's a number.
All right, so after you do 12 back and forth a whole bunch of times, what's next?
Then I will typically, either Matt and I will play. We'll do either the best 3 out of 5. Depending on our time, sometimes 5 out of 7, or I will actually place bags, and then I actually work on shots, whether I work on a cut shot, if there's, depending on where the block is, an airmail, depending on where that bag is, again, a push all the way up the board, so I'll work on shots.
How many hours is a practice session usually?
2 hours.
2 hours.
A hour is short for me.
Okay.
Typically 2 hours, yeah. I'm that thrower.
Block or slide in first shot?
Oh, typically a block.
And why?
To see what they can do.
Okay.
So also when I started, the game was different. So back when I started in the other league, we all threw the same bag. So you really had to learn how to throw a block and how to throw a push. Everybody could go in, everybody could air mail, but the challenge, the defensive game was different. So I'm probably more of an old school player that I like to throw a block. I've gotten maybe a little bit more away from that depending on who I'm playing. If I know who I'm playing, and I know they are bag for bag. I know I need to be able to make sure that I'm going in. So you can lose those games. You'll lose games by twos and ones. You don't lose typically in those games on a 6 or 7.
Mm-hmm.
You're losing by the twos and the ones. You're throwing a 10, they're throwing a 12. So
The whole thing.
Oh, the whole time.
The whole game.
Mm-hmm. That's how I lost to Frank Modlin. Love you, Frank. If they watch this, Frank, though, he was phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I threw 10s. I threw great. I didn't throw bad, but I lost, and I lost like 21-4. So, and that was just giving up twos. 2s here, 1s here. It wasn't. I didn't throw bad. I just didn't do all 4 bags every time. So that's the difference. But yeah, you will lose games 21-20, heartbreakers, and you've thrown the best you can throw it, and it could just be 1 bag. And I lost to Sam that way, Sam Finley. Mm-hmm. We were in a game. I don't even know how many rounds we went, and I've known Sam for years, and I had 1 bag. I tried to pick it up, and it sat, and it didn't fall. And that was ball game. And I lost 21-20.
Cool strategy that you go to.
I will typically go to third bag block, same thing. It just depends on, I think, where you are in the game.
Okay.
So early on, I don't know. I feel like you want to feel out how the game is going. Sometimes, it's one of those things. I think later in the game is when you probably start mixing it up a little bit more. You dirty up the board more.
Okay.
I don't know if those first couple rounds, I think you're trying to maybe test it, feel what the boards are doing, what is the player doing, what bags are they throwing. Mm-hmm. That's kind of key too. If you know that they're throwing a pro sniper, mm-hmm. you're just hoping that they're going to go off the bag. Okay. Or you got to throw the block and they're going to go in with you. You want to hope that they either can't push, but typically a pro sniper can go through anything if they can stay in the middle. Middle is key. At the end of the day, as long as you're in the middle of the board, you typically have a better shot at, I feel, winning and just doing really well. Really staying in the middle. If you aren't staying in the middle, you're probably not going to do well.
Do you prefer singles or doubles?
Singles.
Why?
Because I feel more pressure in doubles. And I don't want to let my partner down. I enjoy doubles. I just probably prefer singles because I can only get mad at myself. And I don't have to, if I'm not liking the bag, I can switch the bag. But if my partner likes the bag we're throwing and I'm struggling with the bag, then I got to figure out, I got to work through it. So I prefer singles. But I'll throw doubles. I do throw doubles. I just prefer singles.
What do you do to prepare for a really long cornhole day?
I drink water. I don't drink alcohol. I don't drink during games. If you see me with a beer, it's because I have maybe just lost, or I have been sitting for, either I'm maybe in the king seat, maybe, and I'll have one. But I'm not a big drinker, and then I try to eat pretty healthy to keep me going because it's a long day.
What's your definition of eating healthy?
Bananas, fruit, my Kind bars. Everybody will see me with a Kind bar. I don't think I would ever want, being that I'm a PDC, hopefully going to be pro. I think it's funny when you've maybe hit this stage in the game, it's always expected that you're going to throw a perfect game. You're never going to miss. You have to be whatever that player, pro, PDC, whoever it is in the room, whether it's JMO, whether it's Jeremiah Hector, where all of our local guys. Everybody expects them to be in the top 3 every time, and some days it just doesn't happen. And I think it's that pressure when JMO's handling it very well. I am okay. I'm not as good probably with pressure as he is. I'm getting there. I think though, as a player, we have our days. I don't think that it should be expected that, every time I walk up to a board, I'm going to get your best game. I'm going to get whoever is up to the board, and they know who, if it's Jeremiah Hector, if it's Byron Sisson, if it's me, if it's Frady, if it's whoever walks up to the board, and I'm talking about obviously our local players. But anytime you walk up to the board, they are coming for you. You are going to get everybody's best game. Like, I will walk in that room tonight and I will get maybe somebody who throws, typically a, average game, probably a decent player, maybe a 7.5, whatever the PPR world, I think anybody can throw a 9.5 that day or a 10, and they just had a great day. You stayed in the middle. But every time I step up to the board, and any player could agree with this, you're going to get their best game ever. The only reason you're not is maybe they're nervous. But a lot of times you play a player, they're not nervous to play you because they want to beat you. That's their goal. And I get it. I've been there. I'm there. I want to beat and win all the time, but it's just hard. It's tough. So, consistency. So.
Quickly, guys, if you would like to support the channel more than watching videos, please subscribe. It helps me a ton and allows me the ability to upload videos just about every day. Thank you so much.
The games are long, and you have to be patient. So I think in a game, you have to be patient. And that's what I'm learning now. We're so used to games that are 20 minutes, maybe 23 minutes. All of a sudden, you get into these games, and you're in round 25. You're not even, it's 12 to 12. You have a good, probably 30 more minutes to go. So when you're playing these games, the games are long. You got to make them long. If you're trying to get there, that's when I think, as a player, I think you will possibly lose because you're trying to make stuff happen and you're forcing and you're not being patient in the game. So, practice, be patient, love the bag you throw. If you don't love the bag, you're not going to have confidence on the board. So if there's certain shots that you prefer, if you prefer to throw a block, get a slower bag. If you prefer to just slide in, then get the fast bags. But if you want to develop other shots, I would suggest getting the bag that you love, that you're going to be confident with. Because if you don't have a bag that you're confident with, you're not gonna walk up to the board with confidence. So get the bag you love and be nice. Everybody out there is trying to, they all love this game. And I think everybody should be approachable, and I think some players are, and I think some aren't. I'm always approachable. I always talk to everybody.
Katie also hosts a weekly blind draw. The details are right here. I hope all 4 bags go in the hole, and I'll see you next video.